There is the wounded warrior, Mr. Chris Shah. Good to see you back, buddy. Well, the stage is set, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the semi-finals of the Puneet Balan Group Club Cricket League 2022. The first semi-final between the team in light blue that is batting, Parmar All-Stars, versus the team that is fielding in dark blue, is Balan Super Kings. Super Kings won the toss and decided to field first, putting Parmar All-Stars to bat. Their regular opening pair of Ronak Dole Patil and Sahil Kavde are on the crease. The Balan Super Kings are opening their bowling with the Aklak Poonawalla. And on strike for All Stars is the captain Ronak Dole Patil. Rajesh Bansode is donning the wicket keeping gloves for the Super Kings. All those in front of the pavilion, kindly move away, please. All the players, All Stars players, can you please go to the side? You can sit in the dugout. Thank you. Aklak Poonawalla, first delivery, first semi-final to Ronak. Straight onto the pads, played away to the leg side for a single, opening the account on the very first ball, Parmar All-Stars. First runs on the board for Parmar All-Stars, the team that finished second in the league table with 2 victories and 1 loss. And Manpreet and Gigi's Jaguars have won all their 3 matches, so they've topped the league. They'll be playing against the 4th place team, VK Tigers, in the second semi-final. Nicely pushed into the cover. Sushant Khosla is alert there. Prevents the single. So these are the matches that matter. The one who loses packs up the bags. Well, that's down the leg. Umpire has a good look at it and declares a wide. First extras for All Stars. The average first inning score at Pune Club ground in T20s has been around 154. The average second inning score is around 135. Short pitch, cut away towards gully. Ashwin Shah charges. Ronak very alert, crosses over and gets a single. So generally this ground tends to favor teams that bat first. That is the trend, but then of course we've had mixed results in this tournament in the league. But by and large the team batting first has won. So and that's an outside edge. Let's wait for the umpire to signal. Balloons over the wicket keeper, completely out of reach of the keeper. And the first boundary for Ronak Dole Patil, reaching out outside off stump. Flashing hard. The ball really going way high towards first slip and crossing the fence very quickly. So good solid start for All Stars. 7 for no loss. We are still in the first over. Well, this one is straight onto the batsman's wickets, and Ronak plays it with the respect it deserves. A dot ball. One more ball to go in Aklak's over. 1 boundary conceded and 1 wide as well. And then 2 runs were off the bat, singles. Both the openers have opened their account. Nicely cut away, but There is a fielder there. End of the first over, 7 for no loss, Parmar All Stars. Balan Super Kings won their only match yesterday. That was the last of the league games. Versus VK Tigers, so they would want to continue their winning streak. And they didn't have their opening bowler and batsman Puneet Balan the other day. But today he has joined the ranks, so the Balan Super Kings team has been bolstered. Puneet had bowled very well in the first match for their team. That time he had opened, but I think today he'll come a little later. Saurabh Singh bowling now. Nicely gets the line, but onto the legs of the batsman. He lifts it towards mid-wicket. Just going a bit wide of, there's a man in the catching position, just a little around a short mid-wicket, but it was away from him. Sahil Kavade gets his first boundary. And All Stars go to 11 for no loss. Just pitching a little too full. And then into the legs the ball was coming. Off the back foot, driven away. Sushant in covers. That's much better. Just short of the length is always good. Take advantage of the early morning conditions here. Wicket is likely to be a little damp. And off the back foot again and past the bowlers follow through. Very well fielded, but and Ronak sends Sahil back. Very sharp fielding and straight throw to the keeper by Bhargav Pathak there at mid-off. Good alert is shown by the Super Kings, Balan Super Kings fielders. They're up and about for the challenge and it's bowled him. Now playing across the line, Saurabh Singh pitching it up. And the first wicket falls of Parmar All Stars on the score of 11. Sahil Kavade, who's always gone on to play at least 8-10 overs, tried to play across the line. Saurabh Singh, look at that, pitching a little up. And he completely misses the line and clean bowled. The ball was wonderfully pitched on off stump, pitched up, and it came into the middle stump, missing the line. First blood. For Balan Super Kings. 11 for 1 after in the second over. So it's 11 for 1 after 1.4 overs. Sahil Kavade has come back after just that one boundary. Well, on the flip side, the All-Stars batting has also been bolstered with with Vimal Hansraj, who's there in their ranks today. A wonderful attacking batsman and a bowler as well. So both the teams with a bit of added muscle, so to say. Saurabh Singh continues. Well, he must be having his tail up with that wicket. Nothing satisfies a pace bowler more than rattling the timber of the fast bowler. That is a great sight and sound for a bowler. Saurabh. Oh, and that one nicely played by Vineet Parmar, who's gone in to replace Sahil Kavade. Promptly takes a single with a tap down to leg side. That brings Ronak Dhole Patil, who's got 250s in this tournament so far. So he's a man who's in blazing form. He's taken many catches in the outfield. He's bowled very well, so clearly a top contender for man of the series in this Puneet Balan Club Cricket League 2022 at the Pune clubs. Sponsored by Puneet Balan Group, Manik Chandoksarich. Physiotherapy sponsors Sancheti Hospital. And ambulance service sponsors Dhole Patil Education Society, DPES. So Ronak facing Saurabh. Nicely pitched up, going to the pitch of it and just pushing it to mid-on for a single. A good over by Saurabh Singh there. And most importantly, a wicket taking over. 1 over, 6 runs, 1 wicket for Saurabh Singh. Aklak has started well with the opening. 1 over, 7 runs. Are they getting a change in the bowling? No, I think they'll continue with Aklak, who's found his line and length. That was one of their weaknesses in the early matches. They did concede a lot of runs in their early overs, and that is kind of gave an added momentum to the opposition teams. That has been their Achilles heel. So they corrected that mistake yesterday in their victory, and today I think they are on that same course. They are bowling well, and they're bowling onto the wicket, making the batsman play. Aklak to Ronak. Nicely punched, but sadly knocking the non-strikers' wickets. Well, that is sometimes an absolutely dead straight shot works to the disadvantage of the batsman. That was an example. If that would have gone past the stumps, it surely would have at least resulted in a single or could have rolled all the way to the boundary. A dot ball, Aklak to Ronak. This time pitched up, but a sweeper cover is there. He does a good job. Just a single there. Nice, solid, steady, and a focused start by Balan Super Kings. They are bowling to the field. They are bowling at the batsman's wickets. Not many loose deliveries. One odd wide here and there is understood. Wonderful ball, dot delivery by Aklak. This time it's Vineet he's bowling to. A good, exciting, energetic start to this. You can see the spring in the stride of the fielding team, that is the Balan Super Kings. You can know there is a sense of purpose. You can make out this is a knockout match. Just in the body language of even the batsman and the fielding side particularly. And good morning to our Vice President, Gaurav Gadok. Good morning, Gigi. Nice ball, slightly outside off. Tempting the batsman to take a swipe at it. Lucky not to get an edge. Collected well behind the wickets by Rajesh Bansode. Again to the cover boundary. Thirteen for 1. Wonderful ball, wonderful ball. Beautiful over again. This time Aklak has really done a lot better than his earlier over, just conceding 2 runs in this one. 2 overs for 9 runs. Beautiful start. for Puneet Balan Super Kings. 15 for 1 after 3 overs. Well, Parmar All-Stars know that this is a very important occasion. It's a must-win situation, so they are taking it easy. They have good batsmen down the line. And plus, Ronak Dole Patil is in red-hot, sizzling form. So, they will take it a little easy. And Balan Super Kings has really turned up. They have really turned up for this match. They mean business. So they have upped the ante and they are very focused and on the task. Saurabh Singh, cut away to the offside. And just a single. Good work there by the backward point fielder. Yeah, that's Puneet Balan there. So you can see everybody is putting in that extra in the field with the ball. They're chirping, they're cheering their teammates. And that is what makes the ambience a little charged up. Saurabh. Beautifully driven. Going to the pitch of the ball, but straight to the fielder there. Ronak Dole Patil employing the wait and watch strategy. He knows that. This time, very, very fully pitched, almost a Yorker type delivery. Dug away by Ronak. Another dot ball. This time it's driven, but they do have a sweeper on the cover fence. Wonderful bowling so far. Excellent, excellent. We've got a good match at hands. But all stars at the same time are waiting and watching. They're not getting perturbed. They're not getting excited. Yes, the scoring is relatively low compared to the earlier matches, but long way to go in this innings. Shortish ball trying to hook, pull it, and completely beating the batsman. That went over the stumps. Add a bit of extra zip and pace to that one. Then I'm sure the team owner, Puneet Balan, the captain, Sushant Khosla, are very delighted with what their bowlers have put up so far. And that's up in the air, but just falls behind Sushant at the cover. That gives a slight fumble, gives them time for a second. Well, the bowler won't mind that. The batsman didn't hit where it intended to be, but doesn't matter as long as the runs come. End of the fourth over, 19 for 1. A sedate start by Parmar All-Stars. They will wait. I guess it's 4 overs now. Probably we'll see a bowling change. They will identify one bowler as a weak link in the bowling lineup of the Balan Super Kings, because that they are a team that has been playing very, very well, except for the last match yesterday, which again was not a match where both the teams were at full strength. So effectively, they have been in very good form. And their main strike weapon, Ronak, is still there. So continuing with Akhlaq, who's bowling to Ronak. First ball, fifth over. This time driven, but straight to Sushant at covers. Wonderful bowling. The Balan Super Kings bowlers have done their homework. And they have started bang on. Excellent line and length. Not giving any room. No loose deliveries. They're making the batsman play. That is more important. The line has just been just around off stump. And tapped away for a single as a point comes in. Puneet fields there at point. That brings, there have just been about 2 or 3 boundaries so far, which speaks volumes of the tight line and length by the bowling unit of Balan Super Kings. Well, gentlemen, in January, we'll have the Pune Club Football League. And that has beaten the keeper. Let's see if third man comes and stops it. So will it just, the ball probably got an under edge. That is why it went very, very low. But all the same, it was not a clean connect. But 2 runs all the same for the batting team, 22 for 1. And Akhlaq, 4th ball of the 3rd over. This time trying to play across the line, appeal for a caught behind. Diving catch, lunging forward by Rajesh Bansode. Lucky for the batsman that he had not connected. Just trying to play across the line and hoik it. The intention was good, but the execution was not. Because if you can see, there's a huge gap there on the mid-wicket side. The mid-wicket is up and the boundary area is pretty vacant. Even mid-on is up. So we can just lift it over the infield. Akhlaq to Vineet. Shortish, and this time straight to Puneet at point, and who's come absolutely electric. Good stop and sharp throw back to the bowler. Well, they're a team that is transformed for now. But Parmar All-Stars is a champion team. They've won quite a few titles. They are waiting for their moments. Akhlaq to Vineet. That's up in the air. In no man's land. I think it's surely heading to the fence. Yes, and that is the gap I told you about a few deliveries ago. Just played through the line and lifted it towards mid-wicket. Nobody on the mid-wicket boundary. A boundary after a long time for All Stars. They're waiting the patient wait and watch game. End of 5 overs, 26 for 1. Well, but doesn't matter. No good bowling so far and steady, solid batting. The batting team are getting their bearings right. They know that the bowling team is bowling really well. They're bowling to the field, so they have been and that was a scary moment, but played over the head of mid-wicket. Mid-wicket was up, short mid-wicket actually. So Ronak Dole Patil gets a boundary. Well, I think it was a calculated shot. Looked a bit risky, but comfortably went over the fielder's head. So A boundary in the last ball of the last over and a boundary early in this over. So that's what I meant by the wait and watch game by the All Stars. Puneet Balan appealing for a leg before. That's a bowling change. They've kept one over of Saurabh Singh pending. I think, yeah, 2 overs because he's bowled well. So Puneet Balan is not very easy to get away, frankly speaking. And 30 for 1 now after 5.1 overs. That boundary taking it from 26 to 30. Well, they have to keep up the pressure, Balan Super Kings. They have been bowling very well. If they can just keep the All-Stars somewhere around 130, 140, they should be happy. Anything less than that is better. And reaching out to it, umpire signals wide. Vineet on 11 of 11 with one boundary. Ronak on 13 of 15 balls with two boundaries. So the figures clearly reflect the tight bowling by the Super Kings and the patient batting by Parmar All Stars. Do remember that. They are absorbing the pressure. The All Stars batsmen and waiting for their time. So a good match in progress actually. Both teams are equally matched now. Puneet to Vineet. Full toss and pulled away off the legs. Wide of fine leg for a boundary. That one was misdirected and Vineet Parmar pouncing on it. So that takes them to 40 up. And that was a wonderful delivery to end the over. Puneet Balan finishes his first over. A good comeback by the bowler. A bit on the expensive side, but of course, just the start. 1 for 13, no loss. Akhlaq, let's wait and see if Akhlaq continues. Will they hold him back for one over or are they getting him to bowl? Yes, there is a bowling change. And Ashwin Shah is coming into bowl. Beautiful tempting delivery, beating the batsman. Or rather, he could not make contact. Well, straight to the fielder, but enough time for a single. End of a good over by Ashwin Shah. So 50 up for All Stars after 7 overs. Just 1 wicket lost. And their talisman, the main strike weapon, Ronak Dole Patil, is looking rock solid in the middle. 51 for 1 after 7. Puneet continues from Council Hall end. Bowling to Ronak. Start of the 8th over of the Balance Super Kings bowling. And driven away. Bhargav at long off. Single. Reaching out for it, appeal for a leg before. Umpire is completely unmoved. He tried to sweep it across the line, beaten Vineet Parmar. The bowler was very convinced, the umpire was not. This time short delivery, but sweeper there. Backward of square leg on the boundary. Well, the shot connected well. Ronak now facing Puneet. Oh, that was miss it. But all the same. Going for a second. Very good running. Puneet to the at the danger end. Vineet just about reaches in time. A good 2 runs run by Ronak and Vineet. Saurabh Singh there. Down at the square leg boundary. Ashwin Shah, backward point, run out, chance! Oh, and only if the throw, the non-striker had complete stranded on island. If only that throw would have been taken, an opportunity missed. Vineet Parmar survives. Beautiful looping delivery right at the legs of the batsman. End of a good over by Puneet Balan. So end of 8 overs, the score is 56 for 1. Well, so is this going to be a low scoring affair, considering it's a high pressure match, white match, a knockout match? So far, the scoring has not been going aggressively, but understanding the delicate nature of the occasion, the All-Stars batsmen are playing very sensibly because the Balan Super Kings unit is completely on target. Ashwin continues, second over, bowling to Ronak. Full toss, that's a boundary. Eludes the fielder there. Could not hold on to it, Suchant Khosla. A beautiful cover. Boundary. The full toss immediately capitalized on by Ronak there. He is the leading run scorer in this tournament, and he will not miss a dolly like that. That had hit me written all over it, and he did oblige. And this one is high up in no man's land, coming to the pavilion. A huge 6. Well, the ball was hit really, really hard. It just bounced and went into the water room. The ball is feeling thirsty after so much of pasting and hiding. A huge 6. The first one of the All-Stars innings. Ronak Dhole Patil is starting to get into top gear. Fabulous, fabulous 6 between long on and mid wicket. This time driven Big chase and a boundary wide of covers. 10 runs in 2 balls. Changing gears. Ronak is on 41. Now this is a knockout match. He doesn't have to come back after 50 runs. In the league matches, any batsman who scored 50 had to come back and go back after 5 wickets have fallen of his team. So today he can bat on till the last ball is bowled. And he is raced away to 41. Suddenly 10 runs added to the score. Ashwin to Ronak. Going to the pitch of the ball. This time long off. Recovers it and a single. Now Vineet on strike. Full toss and again a boundary. Well, so 2 boundaries and a 6 in this one. A full toss. Pulled away over mid wicket. No chance for the sweeper there at a square leg boundary. This time a swing and a miss. End of the over by Ashwin. 2 for 29. Analysis of Ashwin. Puneet on the other end has bowled 2 for 18. Ronak Dole Patil is on 42 of 27 balls. 4 boundaries and 1 6. Vineet Parmar 24 of 21 with 4 boundaries. And now they have started to pick up the pace. All-Stars batting lineup. 75 for 1 after 9. Well, so I think looking at the current scoring rate, the projected score is 167. We'll definitely should see a score of 150 at least. Ronak facing the third over of Puneet Balan. Punch of the back foot. A single in covers. Missing out on that flash outside off. The batsman is hoping for a wide, inquiring with the umpire. The umpire not interested. And that's bowled him. Played on, the ball looped and just jumped on the bails. Puneet Balan strikes. Well, he wanted an LB appeal in the earlier over, but this over he comes through. Fall of the second over. Vineet Parmar is bowled by Puneet Balan on a score of 24 of 23 balls. And the second wicket of Parmar All-Stars falls at the score of 76. It's 76 for 2 after 9.3 overs. And a wicket for Puneet Balan. In goes Vimal Hansraj. Playing his first match of this tournament. So Vineet has done his job. He's contributed a healthy knock of 24. Ronak on the other end is at 43 of 28 balls. A strike rate of 153.5. And this he's achieved without cutting loose. So you can imagine if he stays on till the last over is bowled, I'm sure he will put a huge total for his team. But not if the Super Kings bowling has other plans. Puneet now bowling to Vimal Hansraj. Well, when he tried to play across the line, that's where he was beaten. Cut away on the offside and covers Sushant Khosla fields. Single for Vimal Hansraj on the very first ball. Good to feel the ball in the middle of the bat for a new batsman and then get his blood pumping of running across. Oh, and that is an expensive fielding error resulting in a boundary. A single ending with a boundary. Unfortunate for the bowling and fielding unit, but that's the game of cricket for you. Ronak with another boundary. Goes to 47, 3 short of his 50. 7 boundaries, 1 6 for Ronak. Puneet to Ronak. This time punch of the back foot. Again to Bhargav. This time he makes it a point to bend down and field it correctly. A single there. Ronak moves on to 48. End of Puneet Balan's third over. And he's bowled 3 for 25 with 1 wicket. 82 for 2 after 10 overs. So this is a wonderful start. Projected score of 164. Ask them now what. So 10 overs down, 82 for 2. Ronak Dhole Patil on 48 facing Sushant Khosla, who's now come into the attack. Well, they had restrained the scoring rate till the 7th over. The balance Super Kings in the last 3 overs. A few loose deliveries and a few attacking stroke by the All-Stars as a batsman have added to the bulk of the score. Off the back foot to mid-wicket for a single. Vimal facing Sushant. Gently cut away to third man. Aklak is sharp there. A single. 83 for 2. Ronak on 49. 1 short of his 50. Good delivery. Placed on merit. Well, he's not the kind who will be satisfied with a 50 in this knockout game. He will surely have 3 figures on his mind. What a beautiful straight drive. 50 for Ronak Dole Patil. His third in this tournament. And that makes him the leading run scorer so far. And he's not out. And a roaring applause by his teammates in the dugout. 85 for 2. Flicked away onto the square leg area. Amaya Kulkarni fields a single, getting Ronak back on strike, who's now on 50. Will he change gears now? Will he go on attack mode? Or will he just choose to be there till the end? Let's wait and see. They still have another great bat in Tariq Parvani down the line. The All-Stars. Some more good batsmen to come. A good job so far by Sushant Khosla, just conceding 3. This is his first over. No, it's okay. I'm used to this. A beautiful over by Sushant Khosla. Contrary to the proceedings, putting a check on the scoring, free flowing in the past 2-3 overs. So 1 over 4 runs by Sushant. Good start by him. 86 for 2 after 11 overs. Puneet will continue from the council all end. He'll bowl his third on the trot from that end. Well, the All-Stars are poised to put up a very, very good total. And these middle overs are yielding some good runs. They waited for their moments. The Balan Super Kings bowling unit had them on the ropes for the first 5 overs. They lost an early wicket, but now they have come back roaring into the match with a couple of big hits by Ronak Dole Patil. Puneet now bowling to Vimal Hansraj. Outside off, not connecting as much as he wanted to, but all the same a single. And more importantly, good fielding in his follow through by Puneet, the dot ball. Oh, and that was a delivery out of the box. Magic ball by Puneet. And a good job by the keeper there. We are in 12th over. Puneet to Ronak. Played up. Long off is advancing on it. It was a measured shot though, a single. Well, Puneet and Super Kings won't mind that. Well, wrapped on the pads. Wanting that single, Ronak sends him back. Very good over by Puneet. Now this time he makes a comeback. So Puneet Balan finishes his quota of 4 overs for 27 runs and 1 wicket. So under 7 runs in a semi-final is a good economy rate. I think Sushant will continue. He also has had a good over. But they need to. The priority for the Balan Super Kings would right now be to see the back of Ronak Dole Patil walking to the pavilion. As he is clearly the danger man for them. Appeal for leg before drifting down leg is what the umpire says. You can understand if the appeal is against Ronak, even the outfielders will appeal. So, but he still gets a single. Another dot ball. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the team from Hyper Ice is here. Some fabulous body massage therapy, latest state-of-the-art equipment is on display on behalf of Garmin. And their stall will be operational in a few minutes. We are grateful to our member, Veena Mansukani, for arranging this wonderful demonstration. There's special offer on massage guns as well as some acupressure massage equipment. Swing and a miss, going for a hit across the line. Very lucky there. Sushant has really struck a good line and length in the first as well as his second over. Nice ball, patiently played by Ronak. Good dot ball. One more ball to go on this one. Off the back foot. PK fields it. Very good over by Sushant Khosla. 2 overs for 6 runs. He conceded just 2 runs in that. So he, on his part, has put a check on the free flow of runs by the All-Stars in the last between over number 7 to 11. Rather 7 to 9. These 2 overs were very costly for the Balan Super Kings. But now they're getting their act together, and now let's see who's coming to bowl. I think it's PK who's coming into the attack. He's a very good left arm spinner. Bowling round the wicket to Ronak Dole Patil from the Council Hall end. Oh, good ball. Dipped on the batsman there. Ronak digs it out nicely for a single. That brings Vimal on strike. Both these batsmen are very good hitters of spin bowlers. Well, into the legs of the batsman. Good delivery by PK. We are in the 13th over. 13.2, 92 for 2 is the score. We have a mid wicket there at the deep mid wicket boundary. A single for Vimal gets Ronak on strike. Good first three deliveries by PK, that is Pavan Kataria. Yes, we say a good morning and a welcome to Mr. Dharmendra. He is the backbone of all the arrangements. Good fielding on the boundary by Puneet there, saving a certain boundary, covering a very long distance from the mid-wicket fence. Full toss, gently pushed away to long on for a single. Off the back foot, straight over the bowler for a boundary. It was short. Vimal Hansraj rocking her to the back foot and lifting it over. Both the long on and long off are wide, so a good over, sort of tarnished by that boundary, but all the same, it's 100 up for Parmar All Stars after 14 overs. 100 up. 1 over 9 runs for PK. 100 up. Ronak on 56 of 44 balls. 7 fours and 1 6. Vimal Hansraj is now getting into his mood. Getting his first boundary. Sushant Khosla playing a valuable captain's innings by some very, very tight bowling. Just 6 runs conceded in 2 overs, where the scoring rate is 7.14. Swing and a miss. Beautiful delivery. Tempting delivery outside of, just outside the reach of Ronak Dole Patil. Miscommunication. Vimal ran away for the single, which frankly was not there. Unfortunate way for a good batsman to be dismissed. Saurabh Singh was the one who fielded and threw promptly. Sushant was very alert. It was a nice and gentle throw that missed a run out earlier. So this second wicket of Parmar All Stars falls. Vimal Raj is gone on 10 of 11 balls with 1 boundary. In goes Tariq Parvani. Lack of judgment costing the wicket. And now in goes Tariq Parvani. Last 6 overs. 100 for 2 after 14.1. Beautiful, beautiful. Wonderfully flicked ball bounced and went into his ribs. Beautifully pivoting and pulling. Delightful stroke. Effortless. And 104 for 3, actually 14.3 overs. 14.3 overs. 104 for 3. Off the back foot, again to Saurabh. This time they won't repeat that mistake. A beautiful shot. Nicely chipped up into the mid-off area. A measured single. Oh, what a catch. Is that a catch? It's an appeal for a caught behind. Yes. Fabulous catch by Rajesh Bansode. A diving effort. Tariq reaching out, driving, just nicking that ball. What a wicket. What a wicket. Fourth wicket falls at 104. Well, so the Super Kings clawing their way into the into the match with 2 back-to-back wickets. And now it's 105 for 4. PK continues. Ronak drives it to long on. They are planning to run in the midfield. Very wisely sent back. Mehul has joined Ronak there. You see the depth of the wonderful batting that Parmar All Stars has. Where Mehul also is a very good bat. PK bowling to Mehul, 106 for 4. Short ball, but hit straight to mid-wicket boundary. Puneet is there, gives them enough time to come back for a second. Well, that was a wonderful catch by Rajesh Bansode. It was truly a wicket-keeper's wicket, diving to his right and one-handed catch. Off the hips, beautiful collection, appeal for a caught behind. Trying to play off his hips, Mehul. Lucky there not to get an edge. Rajesh Bansode was very alert. Watching the ball through and through. And stepping out and beaten. Very quickly throws his bat, dives in. Lucky for him, the wicketkeeper fumbled the ball, or else he would have thrown it. Could have been a tight situation. And straight caught behind. Wickets are tumbling for Parmar All Stars now. Mehul straight back to the bowler. After a few juggles, PK catches it. Cotton bowl. The fifth wicket goes down for Parmar All Stars. And it is 109 for 5. Well, the fortunes are swinging in every over, up and down. Well, this is what a knockout game should be like. End-to-end action. It's happening there. Everything is happening there in the middle. A beautiful cut behind, a beautiful cotton bowled. Rishi Chainani now is in the middle. And now the tail is exposed for Parmar All Stars. But they still have their main hitman, Ronak Doli Patel, in the middle. They will surely make a match of it. They have enough overs to put a healthy score. We are in the 16th over. Rishi Chainani driving it to long off. Bhargav Pathak charges. A single, very wisely. Well, beautifully flicked off his legs. Deep square leg. Fields it. End of the over, ending with a single. 111 for 5 after 16. That is a huge hit. After a lot of deliberation, the umpire raises the fingers. Sushant Khosla has got rid of the dangerous Ronak Dhole Patel. And that is a huge blow. That is a sucker punch. He was holding that entire batting innings together and very, very displeased with the decision, Ronak. But the umpire's word is final. The captain of the bowling team has accounted for the captain of the batting team. 116 for 6. Aman Parekh replaces Ronak. Sushant will bowl to Aman Parekh. Driven straight by Rishi down the wicket. A single to end the over. Fabulous bowling by Sushant Khosla. 4 overs, 18 runs, 2 wickets at a wonderful economy of 4.5 per over. Truly a captain's bowling innings by Sushant Khosla. Mainly getting rid of the opposition captain. So Rishi Chainani will now face PK, who will continue from Council Hall end. Outside off, trying to cut it. No contact made. Appeal for a caught behind leg. Quite a few times it is just to distract the umpire from calling a wide. Well, driven in the mid-wicket area, Puneet charges from the boundary. Good collection by Puneet. The balance Super Kings absolutely with their tails up. But I'm sure the remaining batsmen will make a single by Rishi. Another good over by PK. 3 overs, 18 runs, 1 wicket for him. 121 for 6 after 180. A few wickets in a cluster Water, can the batsman have water, please? Yeah, runner. Okay, we need a runner for Rishi Chainani. He really has. Shantu. Aklak hai. Aklak. Aklak Poonawalla bowling his last over. They brought him back. Good delivery, just short of length. Teasing the batsman outside off. Good start by Aklak to his last over, 19th of the balance Super Kings bowling. White ball. (122 for 6 in the 19th over. A single to the point fence. Driven straight to mid-on for a single. Rishi on strike now. Another single. Score moves to 125 for 6. 18.4 gone. 2 more balls to go in this over by Aklak. And that's an outside edge. Catch by Saurabh Singh. So, short third man taking that catch. Aman Parekh coming back to the pavilion. So we can see that Rishi Chainani has had earlier injury. He's in a lot of pain. In spite of that, he's batting. So the opposite captain Sushant Khosla has allowed a runner for him. Now Mehul is getting ready. He'll be going as a runner for Rishi Chainani. Well, that is a good sporting spirit by the opposing captain. After all, we are not playing competitive cricket here. Of course, this is a competitive tournament, but we can have adjustment, a bit of tweaking in the rules to suit the conditions of our players. Because it's the passion that we play for. Full toss, cut away. Puneet is alert there at backward point. Bit of a fumble, but it's okay. Most importantly, they've not conceded any boundaries lately. End of the 19th over. A very good one by Aklak Poonawala. Aklak, very good bowling. 4 overs, 22 runs, 1 wicket. Just 5.5 conceded. PK will bowl the last over for Balan Super Kings from the Council Hall end, and Rishi will face him. Now Rishi has a runner. He can go for the big hits if he can. Played to deep mid wicket. Puneet Balan is like a magnet on that boundary. All the balls are going to him. Overall, a good comeback so far by Balan Super Kings. But you know, low scoring matches can be tricky. We surely have a great match at hand. Neil Harbe, new batsman facing PK. Off the back foot. Tapped for a single. Singles will not trouble the Super Kings. Played to the leg side. Puneet is there. 2 runs for Rishi. 131 for 7. Played to long on for a single. Two more balls to go. Driven for a single. Last ball of the Super Kings bowling. What a shot! Straight over the umpire's head for a boundary. And that is 137 for 7. It might sound like a low total, but it's a tricky and challenging total. And I'm sure the Parmar All-Stars will make a match of it. Balan Super Kings happy with the score they have seen. At one time, the projected score was 160, 170. But a quick 3 wickets somewhere around the 15th over changed the course of this match and got Balan Super Kings back on top so far. But it's not over till the fat lady sings. 138 needed for Balan Super Kings to win this first semi-finals. See you shortly on the other side of the innings. Well, the second innings of the first semi-final of the Puneet Balan Club Cricket League 2022, sponsored by Puneet Balan Group, Manik Chand Oxyrich, supported by Sancheti Hospital, Dole Patil Education Society. The second innings begins. Balan Super Kings have a target of 138 in 20 overs. And boy, do they have a formidable batting lineup. From 1 to 11, they have got people capable with the bat. But Parmar All Stars is a team that is also equally capable in the field. Mehul will open the bowling for All Stars. Rajesh Bansodi will take the strike for Balan Super Kings. From 1 to 11, they have got batsmen. Puneet Balan, Sushant Khosla, Rajesh Bansode, Ameya Kulkarni, Bhargav Pathak, Aryaman Pillai, Ashwin Shah, Arjun Mutadu, Saurabh Singh, Pawan Kataria, Akhlaq Punawala. All of them can bat. So they've got 11 batsmen. Rajesh Bansode, miscommunication there. Bhargav Pathak, the non-striker, sending Rajesh back. Would have been risky, not worth it at the top of the innings. Diving back into his crease, Rajesh Bansode. Mehul Shah beginning with the dot ball. 138 is the target. Off the back foot to point for a single. Off the mark are Balan Super Kings. Bhargav Pathak on strike now. Tariq Parwani is keeping the wickets for All Stars. We have a square leg, mid wicket, mid on, mid off. Two fielders close there in the cover area. Ronak Dole Patil in the catching position at short cover. Just behind him in extra cover is Neil Harbe. Outside off. And that's a white ball. Outside the off stump, appeal for a caught behind is given. Nicking there. First wicket of the Balan Super Kings. The in-form Bhargav Pathak caught behind wonderfully by Tariq Parwani. Well, just like their opposition, the Super Kings losing an early wicket, the in-form Bhargav Pathak was batted well in all the matches, this time perishes early. First blood for Parmar All Stars. And we have caught by Tariq Parwani. We have a match on our hands. In goes Ameya Kulkarni for Bhargav Pathak now. First blood very early in the first over. Two for one, Balan Super Kings. We have a lip-smacking contest at our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Well, fiddling with the ball outside off stump. Perfect line by Mehul there. Ame going to take this. Good job by keeper Tariq. Oh, inside edge, lucky there, not to be played on. A single for Ameya to get off strike. Beautifully flicked off the legs by Rajesh. A long chase. Long chase for the fine leg fielder there. It's a boundary, beg your pardon. The ball crossed the line. First boundary for Balan Super Kings. The umpire is confirming whether it's a boundary or no. Did he touch the rope? Let the umpire check. Square leg umpire is saying that no, third umpire facility is not available in this tournament. We can't go to the replays. The umpire, stump umpire, is conferring with the square leg umpire, who I think is of the opinion that it's a boundary. Let's just wait and watch for the umpires to discuss and conclude finally what it is. But was a beautiful stroke. It is a boundary. Looks like, yes. Let's wait and watch. So yes, it is a boundary ultimate. Tap down to third man. Shiv Chainani is fielding there. A single. End of the first over. 8 for 1 wicket at the end of the first over. So honors even for both the teams. All Stars have got a wicket. The Balan Super Kings have made a good start, minus that early wicket of Bhargav, who was indeed a big loss at the top of the innings. But like I said, they've got all 11 players who can bat. So let's see if the Balan Super Kings will take the challenge all the way up to the Parmar All Stars total of 137. 138 needed to win. Now 130 needed in 19 overs. Aman Parekh is coming. Now Balan Super Kings at least had 4 pacers and medium pacers. On the other hand, full toss played to Vimal Hansraj at mid-on. Now unlike the Super Kings, except for Mehul Shah, Parmar All Stars has all slow bowlers. So a different flavor to the bowling of, but this bowling lineup has delivered for them in the earlier matches with 2 victories. Aman bowling to Ameya Kulkarni. Well, plays off the bat on the pad, a single avoided there by prompt fielding from the bowler. The next semi-final between VK Tigers and Manpreet and GG's Jaguars starts at 1:15. And that's bowled him, playing across the line. Playing across the line, and stumps, the bails are knocked off. Second wicket in the second over by Balan Super Kings. They are playing against the written script. Ameya Kulkarni is, his castle is knocked there by Aman Parekh. 2 wickets very early. And the All-Stars have come back roaring into this match. Now Aryaman Pillai goes. All they have to do is stick to the basics. Avoid those cross-batted shots across the line. Well, Parmar All Stars undeterred by that low score, lower by their expectations. They were on course to at least score 170, 180. But that is done and dusted. And now they are rising to the challenge of limiting balance Super Kings to under 137. Aman Parekh. Aryaman to face Aman. Evenly poised are the proceedings. Two quick wickets, early wickets for All Stars. Vimalan Raj charges on that one from mid-on. Single for Rajesh Bansode. Good delivery. Dot ball. End of the second over. Eleven for two after 2 overs. Mehul Rajesh. That's a wide outside off. 12 for 2. Well, tight bowling by Mehul. Not giving room. 12 for 2 in the third. Run rate 5.14. Required rate 7.13. And that is played on the up but falls safely towards the point area for a single. Aryaman very quickly scampers across. 13 for 2. 125 needed in 105 balls. Beautiful delivery, straight on the batsman's wickets. Well, he will take his time, Aryaman Pillai. Long way still to go. Well, that one beats the keeper. Shiv Chainani comes from third man, a single for Aryaman. Rajesh Bansode back on strike. He's on 9 of 9 balls with a boundary to his credit. Mehul bowling the last ball of his first over. A second over, beg your pardon. Full toss. Wonderful diving stop. Just a single. Rajesh Bansode keeps the strike. He moves to 10. Aryaman on 1. 15 for 2 after 3 overs. 123 needed in 102 balls. Current run rate is 5 per over. Required rate is 7.24. They bat all the way till the last man, remember. Balan Super Kings. Aman Parekh. Continuing, getting a wicket in his first over. That too clean bowled. Up in the air, over, long off. For a huge 6 by Rajesh Bansode. Very well, stepped out a few paces and delightfully lifted it over long off. And the first 6 for the Super Kings at 21 for 2. Flicked away off the legs to square leg for a single. Sahil Kavde with a sharp throw. But Aryaman Pillai is back in time. 22 for 2. Nicely rotating the strike. Rajesh on 17 of 12. 1-4, 1-6. Sensible cricket from Aryaman. They have to pace out the target. Gently played off to leg side for a single. Good running. Another single. 23 for 2. 3.4 gone. Remember, Mehul is the only pace bowler in the All-Stars lineup. Rest are all spinners and slow bowlers. But it's difficult to get away slow bowlers on this wicket. Gently tapped away, and that's a misfield. A misfortunate misfield for a boundary at third man. $27 for 2. Off the legs, straight to Sahil Kavde at square leg. Ending with a dot ball, a good over for the Super Kings. Aman Parekh 2 for 15, 1 wicket. 27 for 2. 111 needed in 96 balls. Required rate is now 6.94. Current run rate 6.75. Rajesh Bansode 21 of 14 balls, 2 fours, 1 6. Aryaman playing solidly and sedately on the non-striker's end. Now he will take strike. He's on 2 of 6. Will they continue with Mehul? Yes, they do. They continue with Mehul. Probably they'll keep one over for later for him. Very well left, very well left. And he's given. He is given leg before. Aryaman Pillai goes. Mehul strikes. Second wicket for Mehul. Aryaman Pillai, who was batting so cautiously, falls to Mehul. And the third wicket is down for 27. The Parmar All-Stars now are showing their fangs. They are coming on top now. The pressure clearly passing on to the Balan Super Kings. 3 quick wickets. Ashwin Shah has gone in. He was wrapped on the back foot there. That is what probably did him in. Missing the line, wrapped on the back pad. 27 for 3. Mehul, 2.2 overs, 11 runs, 2 wickets. Their strike bowler has struck twice. Ashwin facing Mehul. Calling the captains of VK Tigers and Jaguars, kindly come and fill your team sheets. Tigers and Jaguars, please come and fill your team sheets. Down the leg side, a big chase, but he manages to stop it inside. The fine leg fielder, 2 runs for Ashwin, and those were byes down the leg side. Well, I think the strategy for the Super Kings will be to just see off Mehul, who is absolutely lethal. A very zippy bowler. And his ball skids after it pitches off the wicket. Wrapped on the back pad. Pushing the batsman on the back foot. End of Mehul's third over. 1 maiden, 11 runs and 2 wickets. Fabulous bowling. I think he's bowled the only second maiden over in this entire tournament. The earlier maiden was bowled by Sushant Khosla yesterday. And so only 2 maiden overs in the tournament so far, to my knowledge. 29 for 3 after 5 overs. 5.8 is a run rate, 7.27 required. Well, it's a seesaw battle going on. The batsmen are scoring, then a wicket falling. Aman Parekh continues bowling to Rajesh Bansode, who's looking rock solid. Played off his legs. Goes to the mid-wicket fielder. For a single, Ashwin will now face Aman. Captains of the next two teams, Tigers and Jaguars, please fill your team sheets. What a delivery. What a delivery. It zipped. It completely zipped after it pitched. Surprise a batsman. Well caught by Tariq Parwani. Lucky not to get an edge. Half-hearted appeal for a cut behind. It's all happening there in the middle. Played for a single. Now Rajesh facing Aman Parekh. That's high and handsome. I think that'll go all over the long on fence for a six. The second six by Rajesh Bansode. Rajesh Bansode carrying all the hopes of his team. He's the only set batsman. The opener. He is the only one who looks completely untroubled and unfazed. He's firmly staying his ground. He's dug his feet in. He's now on 28 of 16 balls, 2 fours, 2 sixes. He has 37 for 3. Aman to Rajesh. And a wonderful fielding there. Mehul is there. He was lucky. He rushed for the single, which was not there. There are two fielders there at the point area, precisely for that ball. Ashwin Shah is lucky to get away with that one. Calm down is the advice from the dugout to the batsman. Dot ball. And that is the end of the 6th over. 37 for 3. 101 needed and 84 balls for Balan Super Kings. You're watching the Puneet Balan Group sponsored Puneet Balan Club Cricket League 2022 at the Pune Club grounds. The first semi-final between the team in light blue, Parmar All Stars, and the team in dark blue, Balan Super Kings in progress. Parmar All Stars posted 137 for 7. Balan Super Kings are replying with 37 for 3 after 6 overs. Calling Ranjit Pandey, sir. Oh, sorry. And a wonderful tournament in progress organized by Ranjit Pandey and his team at Kara Intellect. Mehul bowling his 4th over on the trot to Ashwin. Converting it to a full toss, a single. Well, they would, it's a wise strategy. You might as well continue with Mehul, who's taking wickets. Knock off the top order of the Super Kings. No point in saving him for later. If they can get these one or both of these batsmen out, then wonderful delivery outside off. That's a wide ball, and Rajesh Bansode very sensibly let that go. He knows it's not worth taking the risk. It was wide, it had bounced. He would have been tempted to play a cut at it. But There is a third man on the boundary. Once again, a very good leave. They can afford to just let Mehul Shah go without taking risk. Jaguars, have you filled your team sheet? I think they Jaguars request the Jaguars. Okay, both tap captains. Off the legs, appealing Mehul, but Rajesh crosses for a single. 40 for 3 after 6.3. 98 needed in 81 balls. Ashwin facing Mehul. Nicely played on the up. Tap for a single to mid-off. 2 more balls to go in Mehul's last over. He's bowled fabulously. 3.4 overs, 1 maiden, 15 runs, 2 wickets. Mehul to Rajesh Pansode. Oh, played uppishly, but in a safe area. A single for Rajesh. And he's playing very sensibly. There's 1 ball to go in Mehul's spell. After this, the danger man, Mehul, will be out of the attack. And after the early breakthroughs, once again, the batsmen for Balan Super Kings are steadying the innings without taking risks. Flashing at that one outside off. End of Mehul Shah's bowling. Fabulous bowling. 4 overs, 1 maiden, 16 runs, 2 wickets. 4 runs per over is the economy rate. Beautiful bowling. So the dangerous Mehul finishes his bowling spell. On the other hand, they've got Aman Parekh to bowl 1 over as well. He's bowled beautifully with 3 overs, 23 runs and 1 wicket. He was clobbered for 2 sixes by Rajesh Bansode. But then he's come back and scalped an important wicket. Now let's see who is the new bowler for. They also have Ronak Dhole Patil. He can bowl pace. He can bowl spin. That is wide outside the off stump. Vimalan Sraj has come into the attack. 42 for 3. 95 needed in 77 balls. Oh, for the first time, just fidgeting with the delivery, unlike how Rajesh is playing. Once again, trying to fidget with it. Could be risky. He has a big gap on the leg side between long on and mid wicket. He can go for that. Cut away. Shiv Chainani. Single there. That brings Ashwin on strike. Vimal now to Ashwin in the 8th over. Trying to swivel across. Loud appeal by Vimal, the umpire gesturing it's outside the stump. Playing across the line, not connecting. Off the back foot. Good tight bowling, a good tight over by Vimalan Sraj, just conceding 2 runs in that one. "44 for 3 after 8 overs. No drinks until 10 overs are bowled. Ronak Dole Patil now comes into bowl. Oh, and that is a loose delivery cost. Oh, it's a no ball. My God, it was above waist height, right? Correct. Yes, I think it was above waist height and a free hit. For a moment, the Bala Super Kings dugout had their hearts in their mouth. Off the back foot, pulled away. Vimal at long on in action, just a single. Well, scare for the Super Kings unit there. But rightly the umpire judging a no ball, it was above waist height. Now Rajesh back on strike. Wonderful lofted drive. Great fielding by Mehul at long on. Diving. And Ashwin is back. 2 runs. So they move on to 49, 1 short of 50. Oh, what a drive, but straight to Neil Hadbe. The ball ricocheting from his hands. Ashwin is very quick. 50 up for Super Kings after 8.3 overs. 88 needed in 69 balls. 5.88 scoring rate, required rate 7.65. Into the covers, Neil Hadbe is there. And that's a misfield. The bowler got, he was not actually in a position to collect it cleanly, and an extra run quickly capitalized on. 52 for 3, 8.4 gone. Off the back foot, once again into covers. But Ronak is bowling to the field. He has set the field in such a way. He's bowling right outside off. Beaten there. Good delivery. End of Ronak Dole Patil's first over. End of 9 overs. 53 for 3. 85 needed in 66 balls. So that's 85 needed in 11 overs. Well, trying to cut it outside off. Did not connect. Off the back foot, but fumbles there, and they have a close-in fielder there at short cover. Good field placement. Once again, a dot ball. Well, they're keeping it tight, the All-Stars bowling unit. Not conceding loose runs. Once again, beaten outside off. And that's beautifully flicked away off the legs to the square leg boundary. This time he gets the measure of the bowler. And that gives a much needed boundary. It takes the score to 57 for 3. 9.5 overs gone. One ball to be bowled in the 10th over. This time driven, but long on is in the picture. A single. End of 10 overs, 58 for 3. At this stage, the Parmar All-Stars was 75. So that's a drinks break. Let's make it a quick one. We're already behind the asking rate. We are 2 overs short. Fielding unit, kindly take note of that. Well, another big hit for Balan Super Kings, which they wanted badly. Big six on the leg side. 64 for 3 after 10.2. This time he swings and misses. A good comeback by the bowler there. Ronak to Ashwin. And that is played to the point fence. A single there. $65 for 3 now. Trying to cut misses. Collected by Tariq. And that is caught behind. Umpire agrees. He was hoping that the batsman will walk away, I think. The batsman is not happy with the decision. If Rajesh Bansode is out, then it's a huge, huge wicket. That is a big blow for Balan Super Kings. Tariq with a good catch behind the wicket. And their most set batsman, Rajesh Bansode, is returning to the pavilion at the score of 35. 35 in 30 balls with 2 fours and 2 sixes. End of 11 overs, 65 for 3. Now Sushant Khosla is going in. So now captain Sushant Khosla for Balan Super Kings. 65 for 4 after 11 overs. 73 needed in 54 balls. Well, the match is getting exciting. Are we going to have a nail-biting finish? Are we all going to sit on the razor's edge? Mamma mia. Well, Vimal bowling from Council Hall End, the 12th over. 73 and 54 balls. Punched straight to the fielder there. Single thwarted dot ball. And this time nicely placed in the gap between long on and mid wicket for a boundary. Ashwin Shah now taking over the mantle of scoring the runs after the loss of Rajesh Bansode. He has been there for some time now. 69 for 4 after 11.2. Ashwin is on 23 of 26, 2 fours, 1 6. Sushant Khosla is yet to face a ball. This time going for the same kind of stroke, but does not connect cleanly. Sushant says, let's not risk the second run. So 70 up, 68 needed in 51 balls. Vimal to Sushant. Sushant facing his first ball. The keeper is standing behind, or rather away from the wickets is the correct term for it. He's not standing up to the wicket. And that is pulled off the back foot for a boundary. A rank long off delivery, short. And Sushant pulls it to the mid-wicket fence for a lovely boundary. So the first runs for Sushant come in form of a boundary. 74 for 4. Oh, beaten there. Lovely comeback for Mewell. He's disappointed that he did not get a nick there. Good comeback by Vimal there. Once again beaten outside off. 2 balls in a row. Vimal Hansraj with his hands on his knees. Well, and Sushant Khosla survives. 74 for 4 after 12 overs. 64 runs needed in 48 balls. They still have Puneet Balan to come, Arjun Mutadu to come, Saurabh Singh to come, Pavan Kataria to come, Aklak Poonawala to come. So, start of the 13th. It's young Shiv Chainani, Mamma Mia. Huge weight on those young shoulders. That's a teenager. One of the youngest bowlers of the tournament. But he knows his game. Well, trust me, there'll be no mercy for the young man. This is all or nothing, a knockout game. A huge challenge for the young man to bowl at this stage. And it's such a big match. Well, his proud father, Rishi Chainani, must be beaming with pride to see his young man, little kiddo, shoulder such a responsibility. And it's kudos to the captain, Ronak Dole Patil, giving this task to the young man. They are going for it. And that is the rabbit from the hat. Shiv. Good delivery. Respectfully played by Ashwin for a single. Neil retrieves it. Good start by young Shiv. Yeah, please stay away from the boundary there. The VK Tigers are doing the nets. Shiv to Sushant Khosla now. 63 needed in 47. Flicked away to the leg side. We have fine leg is up. Good bowling by Shiv. Oh, good delivery. 3 good balls by young Shiv Chainani. Well, this time straying down the leg side and swept away on the up towards square leg for a boundary. This time the young man straying down the leg side. Ashwin wonderfully playing it to the fine leg, between fine leg and square leg actually. A boundary, taking the score to 80 for 4. 58 needed in 44. And that's a huge hit by Sushant Khos. Ashwin Shah actually is the one. A 4 and a 6 on the trot. Moving, going to the pitch of the ball and lifting it up over the square leg boundary for a huge 6. So 86 for 4 now, 52 needed in 43. Okay, I think it'll take some time to get that ball back. And I think we'll be giving a replacement ball now. $86 for 4 after 12.5. 52 needed in 43 for Balan Super Kings to win. They're chasing 137. Need 138 in total. 4 wickets down. Ashwin facing Shiv Chainani. This time it's played to long on. Vimal fields a single for Ashwin. Gets Sushant on strike. It was a measured, lofted on drive. End of young Shiv's over. 87 for 4 after 13. 51 needed in 42. Sushant Khosla on 5 of 4 balls, 1 boundary. Ashwin Shah on 36 of 32. 3 boundaries and 2 sixes. Vimal Hansraj has 1 over left. I think they'll continue bowling with him because he was bowling very well. Beating the batsman, beat the batsman twice in his last over on the last 2 balls. So logically he will continue, and yes, he does. Yeah, VK Tigers and Jaguars, please, we've not yet got your full team sheets. Guys, can you please come and fill it? VK Tigers and Jaguars. Lofted cover drive. Ronak Dhole Patil marshalling the boundary there. Good job. Sharp throw back to Vimal Hansraj. But Sushant very quickly comes back for the second there. Good running by the batsman. Good fielding by Ronak. On the boundary there on the offside. Moving on to 89 for 4. Good ball. Dipped on the batsman who was planning to step out. Good ball. Played with respect by Ashwin. That's up in the air. The fielder is coming in play and he cannot take it but keeps the ball in play. And he does signal it. Is that a boundary? No. The umpires are having a discussion. We will have to take the fielder's word for it. The ball went to the long on fielder. He tried to catch it. The ball popped out. And then he pushed it inside the playing area. So the umpire says no boundary there. So the batsman frankly survived. That is kind of a life. Vimal Hansraj to Sushant Khosla. On the offside towards the point area. Ronak is a sweeper on the offside, a single. Ashwin back on strike. Ashwin is now on 39 of 35 balls. He's the highest scorer for his team now. 91 for 4. (91 for 4) after 13.4. 47 needed in 38. 47 needed in 38 balls. Tap to backward point. By the time Neil could throw, they had crossed across. Single there. The bowler wants a faster response from the fielder. And bowled him! Beating Sushant Khosla, playing across the line. The All-Stars have clawed back their way into the match, knocking off the stumps of the Balan Super Kings captain Sushant Khosla. And Vimal Hansraj gets the wicket he was pining for. End of 14 overs, 92 for 5. Vimal Hansraj finishes 4 overs, 21 runs, 1 wicket. Fabulous bowling by Vimal Hansraj. Well, it's playing across the line that has costed the Balan Super Kings many times. Arjun Mutadu now moves in. Well, the saving grace for them is Ashwin Shah, their set batsman, is still there. Ashwin is not out on 40 of 36 balls, 3 fours, 2 sixes. 14 overs gone, 46 needed in 36 balls. A difference of 10 between the number of runs needed and number of balls. Yes, at this stage, the number of runs is more than the number of balls available. Ronak Dole Patil comes in to bowl. He will be bowling to Ashwin Shah from the Pune club end. 46 needed in 36. Good start by Ronak. That's high and handsome. The fielder coming and taking. 2 wickets on the trot. 2 set batsmen falling. Vimal Hansraj taking the catch. Ashwin Shah perishing. All their hopes are on Ashwin. And he is gone on 40. Ronak gets a wicket. A teasing ball outside off. Tempted him to step out and lift it towards long on. Vimal Hansraj, the capable fielder, was there. He walks, ran a few yards ahead, and the 6th wicket of the Super Kings has gone for 92. 92 for 6. After 14.2 overs, 46 needed in 34 balls. Now the All-Stars are on top. Now there goes Puneet Balan, team owner. And now he has the unenviable task of hauling that total along with Arjun Mutadu. Both the batsmen are completely fresh on the wicket. What a match it's turning out to be. A humdinger, topsy-turvy, cliffhanger. Parmar All-Stars, they kept believing in themselves. And 46 needed in 34 balls now. Puneet Balan will take strike. He will be facing Ronak Dole Patil. He is taking guard now. Well, played on the up. Safely. Single. 94 for 6. .44 needed in 30 balls. 94 for 6 after 15. 44 needed in 5 overs. They're going back to Shiv Chainani now. A bold move. Can work both ways. Great fielding, great commitment. Ronak Dole Patil. And that's misfield. Not out. Batsman is reached. So good 3 runs. 97 for 6 after 15.1. 41 in 29. Good deliveries by young Shiv. Swing and a miss. Driven straight. Ronak at long off, just a single. Very good over so far by young Shiv. Driven straight to long on. Vimal is there. I think he'll limit it to a single. Very good over. 100 up for Balan Super Kings. 100 up in 16 overs. 38 needed in 4 overs. 38 needed in 24 balls. Vineet Parmar comes into bowl. Vineet bowling to Puneet. Pulled away off the back foot. Mehul is there, marshalling the boundary. Just a single. Flicked off the legs, a single again. Remember, these are long boundaries. It's not easy to hit a 6. To square leg for single. Hundred and three for 6. It was up in the air, but little away from the fielder there. End of a good over by still 1 to go. Okay. Oh, a swing and a miss. A miss stumping chance there. 104 for 6 after 17. 34 needed in 18. Shiv is coming again into the attack. Straight to long off, single. What they need is boundaries. Oh, completely playing all over that one. Lucky it didn't rattle his stumps. Good ball by Shiv. Single a bat. He's waving his hand for a bat. Once again, played straight to the fielder. Oh, sad misfield there. And that's a boundary for Puneet Balan. End of Shiv's over. It was a good one till that boundary was conceded. 18 overs gone. 111 for 6. 27 needed in the last 2 overs. Well, this is just like the India-Pakistan match in the T20 World Cup. Who's going to do a Virat Kohli here? "27 runs in 12 balls. Arjun Mutadu facing Vineet Parmar. That goes behind the keeper. Will he stop it before it crosses the boundary? Yes, he does. And they go for the third run. And he's run out. Oh, the ball didn't hit the wicket there. So, reprieve for the batsman. Three runs there. 24 and 11. Oh, and the batsman has reached. Well, and that's a run out. Puneet Balan is run out. There's a bit of lack of communication that slowed down the running process. So the 7th wicket goes for the Balan Super Kings. Saurabh Singh making his way in. .22 needed now in 7 balls. And outside delivery, getting an uppish edge. Just a single on that last ball. 117 for 7 in Tushar Aswani. Can you come for the toss, please, Tushar Aswani? One over and 21 runs left. A huge ask, but not impossible. It's been done before in the game of cricket. Aman Parekh. Oh, and that's a boundary. .17 needed in 5 balls. A dot ball. Costly one at this juncture for the Super Kings and Gold Rush. Once again, a miss. Well, that is connected, but not enough to take it over the fence. Just lands in front of the mid-wicket fielder. There's a miscommunication. They might as well have gone for it. .16 in 2 balls. Just a single there. And now the last ball, a mere formality. One ball, 15 runs. Punch off the back foot, and it is curtains for Puneet Balan Super Kings. Victory for Parmar All Stars. A match that swung both ways from time to time, but a low-scoring affair turned out to be tricky for the Balan Super Kings, and they fell short. 124 for 7 in reply to 137 for 7 from Parmar All Stars. Parmar All Stars is the first team to qualify for the finals of the Puneet Balan Club Cricket League 2022, sponsored by Puneet Balan Group and Manik Chand Oxyrich, supported by Sancheti Hospital and Dhole Patil Education Society, organized by Kara Intellect and live telecast by Pratham Sports. So congratulations to Parmar All Stars. Commiserations to Balan Super Kings. Our next semi-final is between VK Tigers and Manpreet and Gigi's Jaguars. We'll have we'll have the toss shortly, and then the live telecast. We will see you on the other side.